video short because wind's bad and video probably sounds shit. But I'm here. So yeah, back in Calais, back in my van, although you might still be able to hear that wind because it is yeah, blowing a hoolie out there. It was a really windy drive today that was kept catching the van a bit, and yeah, I feel knackered. I was getting really tired, and I was just getting to the point where I was just like, I need to stop and rest now because I don't like driving when I'm tired. Anyway, I just don't. It's really not a good thing to be doing, and then especially if you're, driving on the other side of the road, trying to, find where you're going and stuff. You just need to stop, pull over. So I was glad that Calais was just there, and I've just found myself sort of a little free parking spot, just sort of like an air just on the coast, not too far from the Channel Tunnel. I did try and go there early, but they just wanted too much to get an earlier crossing. And I don't know, in the UK you seem to be able to just sort of park up a bit more around there. It's a bit different, the French end, but it's really cool when you go into the like channel sort of area off the main road that goes across this like really cool bridge that goes across like this like water and stuff. It was just, yeah, I really enjoyed that bridge. It was a good bridge. So I shall enjoy crossing it again tomorrow when I go for my actual time. So yeah, that's at about 9-10ish. Obviously I will look and get the actual time so I don't miss it, but yeah, I'm just gonna have a really just chilled evening. I feel really tired. I've just had the most wonderful couple of days with my old Dutch friends, and really my dad's old Dutch friends. I got to hear the story about how my dad and this Dutchman met. My dad was loading a boat in Holland, and it was opposite this man's at the time. Rene and his wife Jackie, they had this sort of bar that they run, and my dad was just loading a boat outside, and Rene was so impressed with how my dad loaded this boat that he invited him in for a drink in his bar, and then that was it, and that was like 40 odd years ago, and they've been friends ever since. And Rene was also a truck driver, so whenever he was sort of hauling anything over to the UK, he'd come and stay at our house. So I just remember him from when I was a little kid. So it's really nice now I'm sort of traveling across Europe that I can go and visit him, because that's what my dad would do whenever he was sort of driving, and then he'd always go and stop in at Rene and Jackie's bar, and yeah, just have a really good time. And yeah, it was really lovely. And Rene took me to the bar that used to be their bar where they met my dad, and we had a really nice bit of lunch there, and he showed me around all the sites of where they live, and it was just lovely. It was so nice. I just enjoyed it so much, and it was just, yeah, so nice to meet his wife and his son and their family. And yeah, it was just such a lovely few days. So yeah, I just, yeah, really appreciated it, and it's nice to know that I've always got friends in the Netherlands, and yeah, they just treated me so lovely. Jackie did all my washing for me. I was going to do it. She's like, no, I'll do it. And it's all lovely and folded. So I've just got, yeah, loads of clean clothes. And Rene bought me a teapot, which I'm so chuffed with. I've got it here. They've got a really good teapot. I'm so impressed with the Dutch and their tea, seriously. I mean, everyone bangs on about the English and their tea. I don't think we've got shit on the Dutch, seriously. They really know how to do tea. The fact that you can get a fresh mint tea at McDonald's says a lot, So yeah, I had loads of pots of really nice tea at their house, and they had a really good teapot that didn't dribble, because I've got a teapot, but it's a bit of a dribbler, but I do like it because it was a gift, and it's also got the like filter in it, so you can have like loose tea in it. But I wanted a teapot, one that didn't dribble, and two that I could put a tea bag in. Now I know I can put a tea bag in my one with a little filter, one for loose tea, but I just wanted another teapot. And when you're living in a transit van with limited space, of course you need 2 teapots and 1 kettle. So yeah, my collection of teapots will go with my collection of books and art supplies and probably other obscene things that I have that really, well, not obscene, that's the wrong word, what's the word, I don't know. I probably have a lot of stuff with me that's really not actually that practical. And if you're living in limited space, you probably would just, perhaps have one teapot or maybe a couple of books rather than, a whole shelf of teapots and a whole library of books. But there we go. I'm carting a lot around, and it's funny. I was looking at my van earlier and I was thinking I should clear out again. I've sort of like got my net thing up there. One of the hooks came down. Admittedly, I don't think the hook was in that good, but also it was getting quite weighty with just the amount of stuff I was just kind of like ramming in there. I'll just chuck it in the net. But yeah, I've got lots of clothes with me that I haven't worn yet, although I know some of them sort of are summer ones, but I thought I might give it another like 3-6 months and then just have a really like major gut out of just stuff that I'm not using. It's hard. It's like I've got kitchen stuff that I'm like, oh, that might be handy, a plate one day. But just eating off a chopping board. So I probably could get rid of that, but I sort of worry that I might actually be getting rid of all the practical stuff and keeping all the ridiculous collection of books and teapots. But there we go. That's me. So yeah, I'm so excited to use my new teapot, and they sent me off with some of their tea that I enjoyed drinking at their house as well. So, so that was really nice. Oh, and also Jackie put in my bag, my washing in a nice Dutch bag. So this will now be my proud shopping bag of the future. And yeah, I just can't wait to come back to the Netherlands. I absolutely love it. I cannot urge you enough to just come check out the Netherlands, like seriously. And it's not all cannabis, tulips and windmills. I mean, it's a big part, but you don't have to get involved in that. But yeah, it's lovely over here. It's just such a nice country. They've got really lovely beaches as well, really beautiful beaches. Yeah, and it's just really peaceful, really clean. I love the food. The people are just so friendly and so nice. Yeah, I can't speak highly of it enough. So if you're thinking, oh, where should I go on holiday this year? Go to the Netherlands. Try it out. Let me know what you think. And I did what I said as well. I stopped at another supermarket and grabbed loads of soup. I'll just show you. So yeah, I got a whole selection of somewhat mystery soup. I mean, obviously by the pictures and the fact that it says tomaten, I'm guessing that's tomato. But it was really good in this supermarket. They did these little mini half pouches, so more for like one person, which is great because I was getting these big ones and it was quite a lot of soup for me to eat in one go. But yeah, I did. But really, I was just like, oh, I was made up when I saw these little ones. But they only had that nice Thai chicken soup in a big one, but I was like, you know what, that soup was absolutely banging. I'm quite happy to have a big one of that. It's a different brand, but I'm pretty sure I've got the name right. I'm sure that was what the other one was called. So yeah, I'm looking forward to those. So that should keep me going for a few days, and I've got myself a few little rolls as well, and a bit of fruit. So I'm all set for groceries, so I don't need to go in an English supermarket as soon as I get back, which is nice. So yeah, just gonna have a chilled evening, get the Channel Tunnel in the morning, and then I'm gonna make my way to London tomorrow morning. And then I've got a couple of days, no plans, so I'm probably just gonna have a little sink back into English life, remind myself to drive on the left, that sort of thing. And yeah, and then I've got a lovely weekend ahead of seeing one of my favourite people on Saturday. I'm just going to have a really lovely time with her, and then catching up with another friend on Sunday to go and watch one of my favourite musicians, Jay Mascis, singer and guitarist of Dinosaur Jr. So yeah, that should be a cracking gig. I've seen him do a solo show before. It was epic. I just really enjoyed it. So yeah, really nice weekend ahead. And then I've just got another week in London before heading back to my family's for a couple of weeks. So yeah, it's been a good trip, a really good trip. And yeah, I can't wait to come back. I'm glad that I've got some nice things like in a couple of days before, like for when I get back, because otherwise I just don't think I would have bothered coming back. So yeah, it's good that I had some things in the diary and to some people to go and see it. It made me made me come back to the UK. to England we go. Just about to get on the Channel Tunnel home. Just queuing up for passport control now. It's funny, I suddenly remembered, I was like, oh shit, yeah, passport, I need one of those, where is it? But luckily it was just a hand. I just sort of tucked it safely away, you know, 2.5 weeks ago, or whenever it was that I left the UK. But, yeah, all set to get back to the UK. I am feeling poop today. I am just whacked out at the minute. Yeah, I've just had such a good time, and my tummy's a bit yeah, a bit all over the place at the minute. But I think that's also because I've just sort of been, you know, drastically changing my diet and eating far healthier than what I probably have in quite some time. so yeah, right, I'm going to get back to my queuing. Well, I am through French customs, just doing the UK border control now. This is the really good thing about getting the Channel Tunnel. You do all the like border control bits as you get on for both countries, so that when you drive off, you can just drive off and get on your merry way. There's no fucking about. It's just boom, on your way. So yeah, it's great. So yeah, it's a bit hanging about when you're getting on the train. More so I feel in France. I feel like the UK opens up a few more lanes for the traffic and gets things moving a little quicker. But I don't know, maybe they're just a bit short-staffed today. But yeah, I'll be through the UK border bit soon, and then yeah, and then onto the train, half hour. I'll be back in Blighty and straight onto the M, whatever it is, I forget. And yeah, making my way towards London. But I might sort of hang on the outskirts for a night or two and just yeah, see if I can find a nice you know, some green fields, some proper English countryside, and yeah, the things that I do love about the UK, as much as I will miss Europe immensely. I've just really enjoyed my trip. It's been so good, and yeah, I just can't wait to come back. And I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't get to do any cycling, but obviously I wasn't planning on buggering up my arm so much. So yeah, I just sort of made the best of it and did other things instead, mainly visiting coffee shops to subdue the pain, and also just, you know, to kick back and chill. But yeah, I'm gonna come back to the Netherlands and yeah, get some cycling done, because yeah, I really want to do that, and I was disappointed that I didn't get to, but equally happy that I can return. So yeah, and I would really love to check out more of Belgium. Haven't really checked out much of Belgium. And the same with Germany. Haven't been to Germany whatsoever at all. I'd love to see more of Italy. Have any ever been to Rome? Yeah, to be honest, I just want to eat my way around Italy. Like, the food is just, oh, it's banging, isn't it? So yeah, I think maybe like go on a month fast before going, and then just eat my weight in ice cream and pasta and pizza. But yeah, it's just, yeah, there's so many places to visit. It's yeah, it always gets me a bit like, oh, where shall I go? What shall I do next? And it's something I'm pondering a bit at the minute, because I love my travelling about, but equally there's part of me that would like to settle. There's certain things that I do miss about having a home base. Mainly like a flushing toilet and kitchen, but equally I don't miss those things enough that I want to be laying out, you know, pretty much £1,000 a month on rent, council tax, utilities. It's, you know, it's a lot of money, and then if I have that, then I'm sort of tied to that, and I'm less free to travel, mainly because I wouldn't have the bloody money to do it. Yeah, and I miss my cat, but then equally that's another thing, you know, if I had my own place I could have her, but if I do, again, it limits my travel, and I know she's sort of safe and happy where she is at the minute. So yeah, so it's just sort of some things that I'm pondering, and then also I need to think about money as well. So yeah, I'm alright for sort of like, you know, the next sort of 6 months. I'd probably be alright for another year, but I just didn't want to get to the end of my savings. I want to leave a little in the bank, because you know, emergencies rainy days, that sort of thing. So yeah, I was probably gonna sort of look at making some money before I get to the end of that. And it would be nice if I could sort of make some cash from, you know, the creative things that I do. That would be great. But at the minute they bring me in nothing. So I think, yeah, if needs be, there's I've got a job that I used to do, and I know I could go and get work there again, which I might do, and just sort of like base myself in one area for a bit and just sort of work for a few months potentially. But again, I'd probably just stay in my van, because otherwise I'm just going to be using the money that I've earned will just be going on rent. So, you know, if I stay in my van and work for a few months, then I can bugger off again for a few months. I can just use that money that I've earned to just go and do a bit more travelling about and yeah, seeing the sights. But for the minute, there's still quite a few bits that I'd love to just see in the UK. England is lovely, you know, as much as I do, you know, have a little gripe here and there, and do love Europe. I do love the UK and England. It is beautiful. We've got some stunning scenery. So yeah, I'm probably just going to be meandering my way around the UK for the next couple of months really. This month is sort of pretty much sorted with my week in London, then a couple of weeks with my family, and then May I'm doing a bit of cat sitting in Cornwall, so I'll probably spend a bit of time down there. And June I've got a couple of gigs up country and also my big bike ride, and then I'm probably going to do not much after that because I will be knackered. Right, I'm just going to go talk to the UK border control lady. That's it, all through, just finished speaking to the lady, all through border checks and whatnot. Pulled me over, had a little look in the back of my van, checked that I'm not smuggling in any illegals or, you know, contraband. Yeah, I think they just wanted to have a little nosy in the back of my van actually. So, but yeah, see what I've got going on back there. But yeah, it's all fine. So yeah, as I was saying, got plans for June and a couple of gigs come the summer, bands that I'm just going to go off and see. But the rest of the year I'm just sort of pondering at the minute, just having a little like, what shall I do? Where shall I go? So just sort of letting things fall into place a bit as they will. Especially as I've got things on the next sort of couple of 3 months. I just thought I'll let life sort of guide me a bit on where I'm going to go next. Things always seem to just sort of like fall into place. So yeah, I'm just going to sit here and wait to board, which hopefully shouldn't be too long. As we're stopped queuing, I thought I'd take this video. You can see all the cars, including me in my van, queuing, and then that down there is the train that we're all about to get onto. I don't know if you'll see some of them like driving on, but yeah, you just sort of like drive on to like a big side opening, and yeah, that's that. I better get going because the queue's moving. Yeah, you can see it a bit better now where those blokes are in their orange high vis. It's a side opening on the train. There you go, you can just see that coach has just driven on, or is driving on. Honestly, if you've never done the channel, I highly recommend it, just do it for once, so you can experience driving onto a massive train. I love a bit of engineering, seriously. A nice bridge, a massive train you can drive on. You just gotta love engineering. It's yeah, it's great. It's really cool. I'm just gonna see if another vehicle is just gonna drive on so you can see it. That's it. I better go because we are moving. Oh yeah, there you go. You can see this coach. Yeah, just drive on and then you just drive down the carriages. Here we go. Back driving down the massive carriages on the Eurotunnel. I mean, does anyone else find this really fun? Is it just me? Am I just really sad? It may be, you know. But yeah, I think it's fun. I'm sure like if you do this a lot, maybe the novelty wears off, but to me, I'm still just a massive kid right now, driving a van onto a massive train. But yeah, it's so much fun. And you just do this, you just keep driving down the carriages until until everyone stops. And then you just sort of, park up, switch your engine off, and you're set for the next half hour. Well, I'm all parked up now on the train. They park you up pretty close, obviously, cram on as many vehicles as possible. And that's it. You just sort of, park up as you usually would. Keep it in gear, wind down your windows a little bit, and yeah, that's it. I'm going to sit here for the next half hour, finish my Bob Dylan book, because I never did the other night. Ended up speaking to my mum and my sister, which was really nice because I hadn't spoken to them for a couple of 3 weeks. So it was really, really nice to catch up with them. So yeah, I thought I've got a bit of time now. I'm going to get finishing this book.